Hi, everyone. This is Rich Berliner from Connected Real Estate. I would like to introduce today Rohan Shah from Microlab. Microlab is a wireless telecom group company founded in 1949 and is a leading component and integrated solution partner relied on for tackling challenges with small cells and DRAM, including those for 5G and public safety. We'll be talking, as I mentioned, to Rohan Shah, product manager for Microlab, about how to address the challenges of 5G network deployments. Rohan, welcome.
Thank you, Rich.
So let's start with the most important question. What are the most common challenges for your customers, and what are they facing with 5G network deployments?
So our customers reach out to us to solve three primary challenges when they're trying to deploy the next generation of wireless networks. First, once the decision for the deployment is made, the site turnup is required to be sooner rather than later, and hence component availability becomes a major challenge for network owners or project managers. Second, with higher order modulation schemes and more mid-band spectrum being utilized, the impact of component specification on the overall system performance and capacity has increased, engendering the requirement of better performing components. Finally, the network densification required within 5G networks is leading to a large number of small cells being deployed, necessitating innovative concealment. Therefore, products need to be smaller to be easily concealed for quicker local approvals and reduce the deployment time of small cells. One of the ways we help our customers address these challenges are with readily available stock of most popular products, wide stocking distribution network, providing consultation and BOM audits to future-proof their networks, and designing products that are better performing or have better electrical specifications.
How can companies that are designing and deploying 5G networks get a more cost-effective result?
Cost effectivity of a deployment typically has multiple layers and a lot of intrinsic factors that roll into the total cost of the network beyond just the initial value of the network components. Therefore, designing with network components that not only support the current licensed and unlicensed bands, but are also ready to support future bands being allocated to lower that can assist in lowering the cost. One crucial aspect that is often ignored in terms of cost is the time required for deployment validation or commissioning from simulation of the network. Many customers have shared that they rely on high quality components or guaranteed specifications, as it enables reducing on-site troubleshooting time, and which can lead to delays in commissioning and add to the total project cost. In terms of small cell deployments, smaller components do give designers more flexibility to design aesthetically pleasing concealment solutions for quicker approval. However, it also aids in additional room for carrier equipment or higher order MIMO within the same enclosure, helping achieve higher capacity and a more cost-effective deployment.
So, Rohan, how can 5G designers make sure that they're getting the components on a timely basis when they need them?
Once the deployment is sanctioned, the procurement time is one of the biggest bottlenecks to quickly building out the 5G site. The wait time for components can range from few weeks to sometimes even a few months, which does not exactly aid the effort to deploy your site quickly. Carriers who have experienced 4G densification previously foresaw this challenge, and the first measures that they took was standardizing on a select few reliable component partners that are being more widely used than others. Apart from just standardizing on component partners, standardizing on widely used components within design tools like IBWave or RANPlan assists in the design selection of the right components in the design phase, and reduces procurement time due to their wider availability. There will be sites where use of standard components may not be feasible. However, due to the selection of right partner, custom site-specific product requirement can still be met with rapid prototyping and reliable mass production to quickly turn up your network. To make quick Microlab products quickly available, as I shared before, we have wide distribution network. But apart from that, custom solutions can also be designed often within few weeks, available within few weeks.
And so what is the impact of passive intermodulation, commonly known as PIM, and how can system performance when designers are designing these networks?
Right. So PIM is the unwanted presence of intermodulation products in the highly sensitive receive band, generated when two or more signals pass through a passive device with nonlinear characteristics like dissimilar metals. This is now a more prominent consideration in 5G with high utilization of available spectrum and modulation schemes like cyclic prefix OFDM, which has a higher peak power, all of which makes networks more susceptible to PIM issues. If high levels of PIM are allowed into the receiver path, it can lead to system performance degradation and reduces the sensitivity of the receiver and could inhibit communication completely. System level PIM can be minimized by selecting components that are designed with attention to mechanicals, material selection, and manufacturing processes. Something that network owners or designers would also need to be wary about is the impact of harsh outdoor environments like coastal regions or tunnels, where higher humidity or wider temperature range and in coastal regions, especially the presence of salt, can cause rust in the network components over time. And this, again, generates PIM. With use of guaranteed PIM specifications of like neg 161 or lower, can allow you to keep your overall system PIM below the noise floor and reduce the impact of PIM on your network performance.
So Rohan, with the implementation, the rollout of 5G networks, lots of new component suppliers are popping up. How can a designer be sure that they're picking the right supplier?
Right. Okay. So when designers are evaluating suppliers, one of the selection criteria that can be helpful is carrier approval, because it provides a proven record of the component supplier of supplying reliable components for successful deployments. This ensures that the selection of a dependable supplier with experience that has contributed to the design of wide range of dedicated products that can meet the demands of a carrier network. It also guarantees you the availability of the product being more wide and ensuring that it is easier to procure, reducing your procurement time. Availability of experienced applications engineering support can also help with design consultation for proper selection of the suppliers' components for optimal network performance in helping you build your 5G network right. Suppliers having domestic teams is also quite helpful because you have local support and supply chain available for those component suppliers.
Rohan, thank you so much for being with us today, and I appreciate the input from you. Thanks very much.
Thank you for your time.